Hey guys, welcome to day 16 of my road to 2100 Elo. I am currently rated 2028. It's a next week, and yeah, last week wasn't that good, unfortunately. This time, however, I decided to go back to playing 15 minutes and 10-second increment just because I have a little bit more time, and of course, because I have increment in that time format. So the games will be a little bit longer probably, but yeah, we'll see. Let's try to find an opponent in 15-10, and let's see if we can beat him. I think it takes a little bit longer than in 10-0 to find an opponent because usually there's not a whole lot of people playing. Okay, now I play in 1886. Okay, well that is quite a big difference. We'll play anyways. We'll lose 11 points if we lose this one, and we can only win 5, so that's a little bit annoying, but sure. Okay, fantasy variation. Very crazy line. Yeah, games can take quite a long time now because obviously 15 minutes is quite a lot. My opponent is thinking here already. We already have 50 minutes and 25 seconds, so quite a lot. Yeah. It's either take. Sometimes they play something like this, which is very annoying. Sometimes they just play knight out, then I can push. Okay, this is just takes. Now there's e5 is the best move. Okay, he plays it, very nice. Now let's go here. There's like bishop here, and then bishop here, and then like knight here, which is a move. Bishop here, here, and anything else I can sacrifice here, which is good for me. So bishop g4 here is already a mistake, because I can take. Also, with this move, it weakens this diagonal. So that is something to look out for in the future. Maybe I'll be able to get my queen here, and that would be pretty strong. So, yeah, I mean, this already looks very good to me. I can already play like moves like 95, attacking this 3 times. How do you even defend it? You can go knight here, maybe. That's a little bit annoying. Could be a little bit annoying. So, like here and here is just, I don't think there's a lot there. So maybe that's not the best move order. Sac takes knight here. Yeah, there's a lot of things here that look pretty good. I would like to play e5 as well to prevent the knight from coming out, but I'm not sure if e5 is a good move because then I can't go knight here anymore. So this is not a move, I can just take. There are certain ideas here. It's a difficult one. What do we do? Knight here, here. I can still just take though. Okay, maybe just 95 because if he goes here, I can just take, or even take with the knight. Okay, 95 looks very good. Let's just go for 95. Already looks like I'm attacking f7 too many times. There's like bishop here maybe, but even then I might be able to still take here. If he takes here, yeah, I don't know. Should be pretty crazy position. This is I mean, this opening is just it leads to a lot of very interesting positions usually, with lots of very complex tactics, which are often missed by both players at the 1800 to 2000 level. Often there are still multiple things beyond what we see, and they are missed by both players. Because like bishop here, I think I can just take, and if he takes, I'll take. And if he takes, I take the queen, of course. Although I go down a rook, of course, so that might not be the best thing, but you know. I can also just take, and then go here. I mean, you know, bishop here doesn't work. Knight here doesn't work. It's good that my opponent is taking his time here. That means we have a lot more time in the end of the game. I think, yeah, it's a bit, yeah, there's not really a sweet spot. There is 10-5, which is also quite a nice time format because that is a little bit less long. What is that move? That doesn't make any sense. I can just take. Oh, he wants to go here. Yeah, okay. But that I mean, okay, yeah, I see what you want. I see what you want. There are multiple things I can do, I guess. I can just check. I can check. Probably has to go here, right? Then I can go here. Yeah, I mean this must be already like winning, probably. Wow, this is like almost winning already. Probably just check. I mean, I don't lose either of these points. Either of these pieces. If I can also just take with the queen. There's no more check. So yeah, you know, there's a lot of things I can do here that are good for me. He has to go down, which I mean, this just here, here. He has to go like anywhere here. Then I can take. I mean, this just looks like I'm almost winning already. What is the best continuation? Like check here. He has to go anywhere here. I can take and then take and then take probably. Yeah, I mean this. I mean anywhere here. I can take with the queen. He has to go. I can bring the bishop. This is just. I mean this is just game over. He might as well resign here. I mean if I lose this game, I don't know. If I lose this game, I might as well pack and go home. He has to go to either of these two squares because all other squares are covered. And there's no blocking because I'm checking with the knight. So either of these two, yeah. Can bring the bishop immediately. I can check first, check here. Bishop here. I mean, there are so many things here to do. There must be a mate somewhere. I have enough time to calculate entire lines. So maybe I should calculate entire lines because it's fun. Let's start with bishop f4. Bishop f4. I cover all of these squares, but he has these two moves. So bishop f4 here, bishop back here. I don't know if I like that a lot because he just simply goes into the corner and I don't think there's much to do for me there. I can take with the queen, which is my first option if I look at this right now. There are a lot of covered squares. So here he has to go either of these two squares. If he goes here, I can go here. Actually, am I not just winning the queen? If I go here, 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 maybe. So there. I can also just take and then take or take. I mean, so I'm like queen d3 is already very good. There's also pawn push, which also isn't all that crazy, but I guess he can also just go anywhere here and be relatively fine. Bishop here is nice because I bring out the bishop, but I don't think it is very good because he just escapes. Queen here, here. Yeah, I mean, I just win a queen in that line. So if I go here, there's pretty much only one move, which is this. Which is the most forcing. Then I could just take and then take or take and win a piece. And, you know, I mean, like I mentioned, I think it's nice to find the best move, but I think this is just good enough. Maybe it is even the best move, I'm not sure. But I'm gonna play it because it's one of the best, if not the best move. So yeah, he goes here, of course. Now there's bishop here, then there's bishop here, which untangles a little bit for him, but not really, but yeah, a little bit. Bishop here, 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 and it's pretty much game over, right? And he mate, not really, right? I mean, probably no mate here. I'm just gonna go here. He's gonna have to block like this because if he goes anywhere else, if he goes here, I'll just win a queen. So this is the only move. Then I'm gonna take here. A little bit of the same situation. Go take here, and now I'm gonna take the rook. And you know, this is also hanging. This is protected. I can bring my knight. I'm up 6 points in material. I mean, probably time to resign for my opponent here, but you know. Yeah, he goes here. That makes some sense. Let's just go here. Defend. Bring my rook. I mean, not a whole lot of things to look at this position beyond the fact that I'm just gonna win. I'm curious to see in the analysis if there was a mate on the board. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so check probably. Or I can check like this, which is also not crazy. I can bring my knight back, covering these squares, so that I can check and then... But he wants to escape with his king, of course, that's his goal. If I go here, he can't escape. He can go down though, which is a little bit annoying. Probably just bring my rook. If he goes here, I'm just gonna trade off more pieces, so... We're just gonna trade off as many pieces as possible, so. He can also come down, but I think that might be suicide. Yeah, like I mentioned, we're just gonna wanna trade pieces, so. This is fine. He's pinned, he can't take, of course. And after taking, probably not even gonna protect the pawn. There's a pawn hanging. So I can push. I can just take as well. Probably push, I guess. Push, where do you go? Somewhere here maybe. Okay, let's just push. I think it should be fine. Just gotta be careful about this. That's literally everything you have to be careful about here. If he goes here, there's a fork opportunity, but I can just take and, you know. Probably goes here. I mean, looks like the only move, to be fair. Knight here, I can also just go rook e1. Yeah, rook e1 might be the best move. I can go here, but then he takes. So rook e1, he can't take. He can go rook e1. He can go here, but then I just take. But then he forks me. So rook e1 here, like here, here. Oh no, he doesn't fork me actually. Okay, let's go rook e1. Should be good enough. I mean, honestly, everything here is winning. I mean, you know. You can go like bishop here, but I can just bring the knight back and should be completely fine. Can always just bring my knight back here, protected by the bishop. Yeah, of course we just bring the knight back. If he takes here, I can just pin. And then if he pushes, maybe you can take here. Maybe I can take here then. Here, here. Looks alright. If you take here, I'll take here. I don't know why my opponent is not resigning here, to be honest, because I mean, he's wasting my time a little bit. Because yeah, I mean, you know, it's not gonna end any different. The downside of playing this time format is that there's a lot of time that there's nothing to do, which is a little bit annoying. Yeah. Okay, so I was debating about just taking here, threatening this, threatening the knight. So if you move the knight, I'll just take like this. Yeah, okay, I see what you want. Still, I can just take this though, I guess. Can also take here. Anything better? I don't think there is. Let's just take here. I mean, it doesn't really matter. No fork. Actually, isn't the knight just trapped? He can go here, but then I take. I think the knight is just trapped. So. Now he has that square. Sure. Just go here. I mean. Okay, he finally resigns, which is nice because it took a little while, but okay. We managed to win. Let's analyze the game. Yeah, I'm curious to see if I lost, if I didn't find a mate there, but I didn't think I did. I played with a 94.6 as a 2450. He played with an 82.2 as a 1600. Yeah, I mean, at this point I'm already +4. And 95 is the best move. D3 is not very good. This is very good. This is very good. This is very good. Yeah, all the best moves. Best move, best move, best move. Trading everything wasn't necessarily the best thing, which I did not expect, but it is the easiest thing. Apparently he wants to go here. And it cannot really take because there's still just tricks, of course. And there's also this, which is just winning the queen probably. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, you know, there were other moves to consider, but this is just good enough. I mean, here at this point, I'm just winning and, you know. Apparently, I could have taken here. I did see... What did I see? I don't know. Yeah, you can take the pawn. Maybe that's what I didn't really like, but I guess it's fine. Yeah, I mean, this is the best move. This is the best move, best move, best move, you know. Played a decent game. I mean, I kind of know what to do in this opening, so that's nice. I guess my opponent didn't really know, and that's another 5 points. Not a whole lot because the opponent was quite a lot lower rated, but you know. Okay, see you guys in the next one. Bye.